Maybe I'm still trying to get just a little bit. That's so long. Anywho, I'm here with this dream, y'all. In this dream, I saw a bunch of women. Like this was like um about a boatload. That's what God is saying about a boatload, which is ironic because of what the dream is about. But anyways, these women are trying to get on this ship. They want to get to the cruise ship, and they are trying to get someone that has a boat to take them out to the cruise ship. And it's kind of like, for whatever reason, they missed the boarding. They were supposed to be there, but they wasn't them. Anywho, they have intentions on getting on this strip. That came out for a reason too. But getting on this ship, on this cruise ship, and doing strange things for money, okay? And like it's kind of well known that that's what they doing. I like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like because of the people that it was in a dream, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, put anybody on blast or nothing like that, regardless if it's a regular person or a celebrity. But because of who the person was in this dream that I was having, this is somebody that ain't no shame in their game. You know what I'm saying? They don't care who know what they do to earn their little living. They do what they do and they proud, and that's just that. Okay? Anywho, they are fighting tooth and nail to get on this cruise ship, and they complain and say if we miss this ship, we gonna have to go back to what we used to do. And you know what I'm saying, I'm watching over like, what in the world? What y'all got going? What y'all got going, bro? What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? But anyways, that's what they said. They said this amongst themselves. We're gonna have to go back to doing what we used to do. However, the person that's driving the little boat avoids picking them up on purpose. Okay, I'm watching this man do this on purpose, and it's like even as he was driving the boat, he sees them, he rolls his eyes, and he instead decides to go to somebody that needs some help. Then they send out an emergency ship, like an emergency boat, to help anyone who is stranded and who is supposed to pick up the stranded passengers. However, this person, instead of picking these people up and taking them to the boat, this is like two different people now. Instead of this person picking the women up and taking them to the boat, they cause their boats to crash into the other boat. And after they are hurt, he is basically forcing the first boat that passed them up to have to help them. Anywho, he has some kind of lizard on the boat, and it's a big old lizard that have like little baby lizards. That is so funny. I saw a baby lizard when I was walking in the house yesterday. But he has some little baby lizards. And anyways, the little lizards start popping out, and they jumping everywhere. It's like, and it's the ocean, it's the water. They popping out, they start jumping everywhere, and they just start biting everybody. And the lizard bitch is trying to stop my guy Davey, live stream. But anyways, it's not like an actual song that I've ever heard, but I just heard like because of me, and it was in a musical sense. Anyways, y'all, the scripture comes from Jubilees 20:1. And in the 42nd Jubilee, in the first year of the seventh week, Abraham called Ishmael and his 12 sons, and Isaac and his 2 sons, and the 6 sons of Keturah and their sons. And he commanded them that they should observe the way of the Lord, that they should work righteousness, and each love his neighbor, and act on this manner among all men, that they should each soul walk with regard to them, to do judgment and righteousness on the earth. Whoo! Baby, so here's the message. And I don't know if y'all missed any of this, you know what I'm saying? I guess it didn't disconnect until after I was done with the dream, you know what I'm saying? And before I started the scripture. But I feel like in this message, God is saying, like, even though somebody may not do something that you are fond of, it doesn't mean that you should treat them with hatred. You know what I'm saying? And I know, as for me, so just to be real, as a woman, it's not a, like, I don't hate nobody that live their life that way. I don't have hate in my heart for anybody. Whatever you do to make your money, to earn your living, do your thing. What I will have a problem with is if you're doing that with my man. Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem. If you know that I am married to, engaged to, dating, you know what I'm saying, best friends with, whatever I got going on with somebody, and you doing this here with them, we got a problem. We got a problem. That's where the problem starts and ends. Anything else you got going on, I really could care less. That is your business. That's between you and God. And I mean it. That's between you and God. But once you decide that you gonna put your whatever your bits on my person, we got a problem. Once you decide that you want to go behind me, we got a problem. And that's just real. Whatever you do in your personal life, in your personal time, whatever you decide that's gonna be your career path, hats off to you. But what I do got a problem with is, you know what I'm saying, women that do this here with somebody supposed to be my man. And I've experienced this. I know what it feels like for somebody to be wearing your ring, okay, a 14 karat gold ring that you went out and bought for them, for they to fit their finger specifically, and then lay down with somebody else. It don't feel good. And I know what it feels like for somebody that I am, dating, courting, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship with, to go out and sleep with whoever, whenever, and it is very frustrating. But I feel like God is saying, know where to place your anger. Know where to place your anger. And it's just, even in this situation right here, these women were concerned about how they was going to make their money. Now, it is a given. They could literally get a job. You know what I'm saying? If they want to be on the cruise so bad, they could work for the cruise ship. They could work for the cruise ship. They could get a job on a cruise ship. They don't have to do what they doing. And you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like God is saying, as you are going amongst living your life and doing your thing, it shouldn't be a situation where you are treating somebody funny and you being nasty towards them just because you assume something about them, you assume that they are a certain way, or because you don't like what they have going, how they live their life and what they got going on, especially if it's not affecting you. It's a difference between somebody that's doing something that is affecting you, and like I said, like the message at hand, somebody that decides to sleep with men for money, is like the only way somebody that's doing that there is affecting me is if they sleeping with my man. Then we got a problem. But if it's a situation where they sleeping with such and such man, they ain't got nothing to do with me. They sleeping with some random guy that's lonely and don't have no wife, no girlfriend, no nothing. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like when it comes down to it, it's a difference. And God said, understand the difference. Regardless to what's going on, understand, like you have to have a reason in order, like a real good reason to place your anger. Now, if you saw your person follow such and such into the restroom, you have a really good reason as to why you are mad, angry, through the roof, because you know that they messing around. You know what I'm saying? Just be real. And I just feel like that's a good reason. But if it's a situation, well, you know what I'm saying, your person don't even really talk to this person, your person don't deal with them, your person ain't never around them, nothing like that, then you can't just have strong hateful feelings towards somebody that ain't do nothing to you, that ain't right. And I feel like it's a difference. Now, if you in a position to where they did do something, you have all rights, because they're out of line and out of order. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real and say that most of the anger should be directed towards the man. But in some cases, it could be a situation where you was cool with, whoever the woman is. And then all of a sudden, she, you know what I'm saying, sneaking behind your back to lay down with your man. And now it's a problem. Now it's friction between y'all. You know what I'm saying? It could even be a situation, because I know in my experience, my ex introduced me to a woman that he was messing around with, when we decided to get engaged. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He said, this is my friend, this is my cousin, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool. And I find out later on that they had something going on before I got there, but he didn't want to marry her because she was a lady of the night. Now that's a whole different story. And you know what I'm saying? This is also another situation where it's the man's fault. But at the same time, if the woman is all up in your face, smiling in your face, acting like y'all cool, kikiing with you, calling you sis, trying to act like y'all need to be besties, that's a problem too. Anywho, that's the message. Go and say, know the difference. Understand where you could shift your blame. Understand where your anger belongs. Don't be the kind of person where you just going around, you know what I'm saying, being mad at everybody. You just swinging on everybody, going off on everybody. Have a reason to be upset. Have a reason to be angry. Have a reason to be mad at the very least. And last but not least, understand that vengeance belongs to God. I hear God say, vengeance is mine. Vengeance belongs to God. You don't need to go out and do nothing. You don't have to put together no kind of love, the hexes, the curses, and all that. You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is pray to God, Lord, I think this right here is going on. And if this right here is going on, I pray that you don't take your foot off their neck until they stop. I pray that it's so much hell and hot water going on that they can't help but to stop. And that's the message. And baby, when I say I've done that before and seen it happen, I have. And I've even gave nice prayers. I pray that you bless her with somebody so wonderful that she can't help but to get up out my man's face. Baby, and when I say God did it, God did it. I was like, thank you. Okay? But I'm just being real. I just feel like for whoever this is for, God said, vengeance belongs to God. And he gonna hand it out and dish it out accordingly. You don't have to worry. Because the way that God will seek vengeance for you, it's like, I just feel like it is just, what you would do is nothing compared to it. You can't do the kind of things that God would do. You cannot, like, God can make people's moods change. It's just like the message that I released last night at 10 p.m. about the crazy person that they got their little, push pin board out and they making all their plans and they gonna do this and then they gonna do that and they gonna do all these things. You don't even got to do all that, because if somebody really did you dirty, God will do it for you. You ain't got to buy nothing. You ain't got to buy no paperwork. You ain't got to go down to the courthouse trying to figure out how you could, how you going to get to their house, where they stay at, what this is, what that is. You stalking and acting all crazy. And you ain't got to do none of that, because God already know all that information. He know already. He know what makes them tick. He know what's going to make them upset. He know what's going to bother them. He knows how to get up under their skin. He know how to make their life start falling apart. He know exactly what to do and when to do it. So all you really got to do is call on God, because God will shut anybody thing down. At any given second, he can make anybody think whatever it is. Think it's a game. Like, it don't matter what it is. It could be a situation where God can make everybody hate a person just because that's what they deserving of at that moment. It could be a moment where God decides that he going to allow something bad to happen to him. It could be a situation where, like, he will allow the people that did you dirty to turn on each other. So I'm telling this, I don't know who this for. God said don't go around being mean to nobody and you don't have a cause to be mean to them. And even, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it's a difference between somebody just living their life a certain kind of way and somebody, you saw them with your person. You saw your person going after them. You saw them go in there together. You know they got something going on. God then already told you what they got going on behind your back. And now you got even more proof. God said, don't say nothing, don't do nothing. He got this. 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 That's the message. That's the message, baby. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys to bits and pieces, and I'll see you later. Deuces.